Together we stand, a family so strong, in unity of self-maze where we all belong. With love in our hearts, we share the same goal, to lift up each other and make our spirits whole. We gather as one.
Welcome, all my beautiful friends, to our last service before September. I'm glad you're all here today. My name's Jill Ponce, and I'll be, trying to do the best I can here. I don't notice too many mistakes. I'll just kind of slide over them. How's that sound? And I'd like to thank myself for bringing the flowers.
Presentation.
Thank you. That's my little people. My favorite people place. Hey, I just wanted to let you know before we get started that some of us are going to go over to the restaurant next door for breakfast after the service, so we can just hang a little more. Before we see each other in September. Okay. All right. Today, do we have any new guests today? Joanne. Okay, good. If you don't mind, you give us your name, stand and give us your name and tell us where you're from, how you got here, your social security number, and a Visa card. Okay. Charge you something for that.
Okay. My name is Joanne. I am the daughter-in-law of Barbara Kelly here, one of them. And I live in Palm Springs. And I came for a visit, and I told her that I wanted to go to church with her, and that's how I ended up here.
Yay.
My social security number.
Thank you for participating. Yeah. Oh, this will be the best thing you did all day. So I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming. So, welcome to everyone who's watching us on the internet. We would like to say our welcome to all. Here we go. We love you, we bless you, and we welcome you. We're going to have the JaJas singing today. And the first song is On the Edge. Oh, you both wrote this. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the talented and beautiful girls. Here we go.
Thank you.
We were on a road trip to, where were we going? Prescott? Prescott, to sing at Unity of Prescott, and we wrote this song in the car, and we got lost.
Is that the one where we passed the Cottonwood exit?
Yeah, we ended up going to Jerome instead. That was a good detour.
And we wrote this for our choir at the Unity of Mesa.
And we invite you to sing along. Although we don't have words, I apologize. I'm standing
on the edge of creation.
I'm standing
on the edge of creation.
I'm standing
on the edge of creation.
I'm
standing on the edge of creation.
Everything behind me, nothing in my way. Right here I co-create my world. The words I say, 'cause I'm standing on the edge of creation. creation.
Not bad for two directionally challenged girls. Not bad. I won't tell you my story about getting lost up there, okay? It's easy to do. All right, next up we have our Full of Love, Light, and Generosity, Julia Norton, going to do the opening prayer, and then the lovely and talented Elise Ratliff will do the daily word, and then we'll go into our meditation. Oh, you guys can do a song before that? Before the meditation? Okay, then we'll have another song by the JaJa.
Good morning. Let's center ourselves in the present moment. Focus on our breath. We inhale and we exhale, and we are reminded that we're at one with infinite wisdom. We keep our thoughts centered on God, knowing that God's omnipresent goodness is always available to us, no matter what the circumstance is. All we need to do is to keep our minds and thoughts in constant communion with God's presence within us. As we consistently embrace thoughts that are good, pure, and honorable, our minds and hearts are conditioned to always see and experience goodness. Our world, life, and affairs reflect the goodness of God. We accept even more good now and witness the wondrous ways our lives are being transformed. We are grateful that this outflowing goodness, we become a blessing to everyone around us. And we thank you, God, for this increased clarity. We listen and accept the words of the lesson, the beautiful music, and the love that is shared today. And we know that our summer activities will be blessed. And we send peace and love to the world and to all beings in this world. And so it is.
That's better. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So great to see you all, as always. I invite you to hang on to that centeredness and presence that you just created with that beautiful opening prayer with Julia. Maybe close your eyes or take a soft gaze down. And allow yourself to take in the daily word, which for today is release. I release and move forward with a grateful heart. Although any experience can be seen as a gift bringing new insight or deeper understanding, it may be hard to appreciate at first. When I struggle to release a painful memory, I can open my mind and heart to better receive the gift of that experience. For instance, learning why a relationship ended shows me where I can grow in understanding and empathy. Feeling unconditional love of God, I forgive my past weaknesses and make amends where I can. When I recognize that holding on to resentment only hurts me, I can more easily release it and forgive. Blessed by the power of release and grateful for the power of God within, I move forward, ready to live and love fully again. Then he said, "Let me go, for the day is breaking." But Jacob said, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." From Genesis 32:26. And so it is.
Jeanne asked for this song, and we've only done it one other time before, but it's a beautiful song by a modern artist named Pink. And it's just such a beautiful, precious song, very vulnerable. And I invite you to just, as we prepare for meditation, just allow the words to wrap around you, embrace you as we prepare to go into meditation. If you had one song left inside your soul, what would you sing tonight? If you had one chance left before you're old, the last song of your life, what is it you wait for? Tell me who you are, not what you've rehearsed, all the other parts. It is of no interest at all to me what you have or who you know. Can you tell me just where you have been and what you've learned from it all? Tell me what you danced for, how you've been a fool. I don't want the headlines, I just want the truth. Good to see the real you again. It's been a long time, my friend. If this is the last song of your life, then I'm inviting you to get it right. When you're authentic, you're incredible. I like the view behind your eyes. There is no one else who could break it down and cut right through to the heart. I just wanna lie underneath this tree while you whisper secrets on the melody. It would be so good to see the real you again. It's been a long time, my friend. To that. Take 3 deep breaths, feeling your body relax even more with each exhale. Unity teaches us that we are co-creators with the divine, actively participating in writing the story of our lives. Today, we're going to use all your senses to visualize and create the next beautiful verse of your life song. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore taught that we have access to the divine mind, infinite wisdom, love, and creative power. Feel yourself connecting to this source now. With each breath, imagine golden light filling your entire being. This is the light of divine intelligence flowing through you. You are not creating alone. You are partnering with the infinite creativity of the universe. Say silently to yourself, I am one with the divine mind. I am a channel for divine love and wisdom. I have the power to consciously create my life experience. Now, as you set your intention to write the next verse of your song, think of one area of life where you desire positive change or growth. This might be relationship, career, health, creativity, spiritual development. When you settle on something, hold this area gently in your awareness without force or strain, and simply acknowledge, I am ready to write a new verse for this area of my life, guided by the divine love and wisdom. Now, using the unity principle that thought held in mind produces after its kind, begin to experience this desire as if it's already unfolding. See this new reality with your inner vision. What does this improved area of your life look like? Notice the hue of the colors around you, the source and the direction of the light, the expressions on faces around you, the environment you're in. Make the images clear and vibrant. Hear the sound of this new experience. Perhaps it's laughter or words of appreciation. Maybe it's music or the sound of your own confident voice or peaceful silence. Let these sounds fill your inner ears. Feel the emotions and physical sensations. How does success, love, health, or peace feel in your body? Where do you feel it? The warmth of joy, the light, soft breeze of freedom. the strength of confidence flowing through you. And maybe there's even a smell or taste. Maybe it's the scent of flowers in a garden you're creating, or the taste of celebration, or the fresh air of new possibilities. Let all your senses participate in creating this vision. Feel how real and natural this new verse of your life feels. And allow the visualization to deepen and integrate, feeling your partnership with divine creativity in the silence. Now, with your vision in mind, say silently with conviction, this or something even better is now manifesting in my life. I am worthy of divine goodness. I trust the process of divine unfoldment. Feel yourself as the author of your life story, working in harmony with infinite love and wisdom. You've just planted seeds in divine mind that will bloom in perfect timing. Now place your hands on your heart and feel deep gratitude for your creative power, for divine partnership, for the new verse you are writing. And take a deep breath and begin your return to the sanctuary. Feeling yourself grounded, energized, maybe excited. Know that as you go about your day, divine mind is working through you to manifest this vision. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes, carrying the sense of creative partnership and possibility into your day. And affirm, I am co-creating with divine mind. Each day I write beautiful new verses in the song of my life. I am guided by divine love and wisdom. And so it is.
Hi. Hi. Welcome back. I missed you all so.
We have missed you.
Yes, we do. It was, I went home to visit my folks for 4 days, and then I was going to do a wedding in a town 2 hours from there. And then I was going to go to Unity and do school, my internship at school for a week. And Dad had different plans. God had different plans. And so my dad passed away on June 13th, and I had the privilege of being with him for the last 10 hours. And before that, I spent 3 nights in the hospital with him. You know, you don't get sleep in the hospital, and you don't really eat. because they feed the patient, they don't feed you. And then you're just kind of concerned, so I'm not hungry anyway. So all that had, my immune system took a hit, and then I ended up with pneumonia after Dad died. And by the time the funeral came, though, I was able to speak. I got to stand at the pulpit of the church that I was baptized in, that I got married in. I had never dreamed that I would be there. And I got to do 2 readings for Dad, and it was incredible. I cannot thank you enough for all the cards and the texts and the love. And even though I felt like I was on my deathbed, I knew I was being prayed for and supported. I could feel you. So really grateful for all that love and support. Yeah, it was great. So it is wonderful to come back and do my work, my spiritual work, because the whole time that I was gone, I was just kind of in a peace place, or a very spiritual place. I had the privilege to watch Dad go, and there was the hour of his death, his eyes opened. They hadn't been opened for about 36 hours. They were closed because he was on morphine, and he opened his eyes. And I held my cell phone over his face because it was dark in there. I said, oh my gosh, are my eyes playing tricks on me? And his eyes were open, and he was in another world, smiling from ear to ear. What a beautiful, peaceful thing. And my word was bliss. He's in bliss. And he did it twice. And an hour later, he took his last breath. But when he stopped breathing, my clue that we were really close was 3:33 in the morning. And I thought, that's that angel number of protection. And I'm like, go, just go, Dad. He's here, he's taking you home, And yeah, it was really precious. And I called my sister got my mom, and she said, is my man gone? Oh, my man is gone. Thank you, Jesus, for taking my man home. That's what he wanted, So it was really an all-around beautiful experience. So thank you. And thank you for letting me share that. There is no doubt in my mind that there is no death. There's only life and the hereafter. So we started the month with this book. Dr. Josh X, his enlightening book, Think This, Not That.
You got one.
Oh, you got one. Good.
Yes,
How many people bought one?
Mine's underlined too.
Oh, good. Yeah, I love this book.
I do.
It's simple, and I really wanted to share it because I want to focus on awareness. Where is it that I need more awareness in my life? And that's what I wanted to share with all of you. So we're exploring the concept of awareness through the lens of unity principles. So Dr. X offers us a refreshing guide to reshaping our thoughts and our behaviors, and ultimately empowering us to lead healthier, more fulfilling lives. And at the heart of this exploration is the idea of awareness. That awareness of ourselves, of our thoughts, of our beliefs, and our surroundings are a vital tool for growth and health and healing. Dr. X's book correlates to the Unity Core principle number 3, which is hello? Number 3. Thoughts. Yes. I think. I create my life by what I choose to think, and what I feel, and what I believe. That's our third core unity principle. And Dr. X focuses on the importance of shifting our mindset to align with our highest potential. So we looked at the mind shift number 1 and 2, which was create a breakthrough by unlimiting your beliefs and redefining success by becoming, not accomplishing. And then Ela Cabral talked the next week on mind shift numbers 3 through 5, which were become self-aware to get where you need to go, find your why, or risk wasting it all. And then rewrite your role in the story. So if you want to know all 12, you're going to have to get the book. Because we just don't have time to cover the rest. But also Barb did such a fabulous job last week. I loved your talk about The Alchemist. It was really great. Thank you so much. So today we're going to jump to mindset number 11, visualize to realize. How many of you have a vision board that you're currently working with? Oh, Julia has one. I have old ones, not working with them. You have old ones? Yeah. Do you believe in them?
Yes.
Good. I do too. I've pulled them out, some old ones out, and went, oh, I did that. One was I wanted to be a yoga instructor many years ago. I've done that. It's so cool to go back and look at them. Barb and I, many years ago, we created a workshop where we had participants do a meditation. We guided them through a meditation so that they were clear on what they wanted to create in their lives. And then they wrote it down into a script that we kind of guided for them to write. And then they just filled in the blanks. And then they also got to make a vision board in that workshop. And at the end of the workshop, they went home with a vision board and a CD of themselves being recorded of all their goals. And behind it was our song, Redesign My Life, the instrumental, and then we ended up adding the song at the end. So we did it too. We created a vision for the JaJas, and I had shared with you before that one of our goals was to go on a cruise with Karen Drucker. She had a retreat that was on a cruise that went to Catalina Island. So we had that on our vision board at the time. And lo and behold, we got an invitation to that retreat. We signed up for it, and then on our CD it said, you know, we see ourselves having dinner with Karen Drucker, and at least one night, and then you know, that we get to know her and that we get to sing at that retreat. And every single bit of that, we ate with her every night at the same table. She invited us to sing at her retreat, and we did get to know her very well. So it was powerful. We want to offer that workshop this summer again, and it's fun and it's powerful. So I hope those of you who don't get motivated enough to do it on your own, if you need a little help, come this summer. Julia will have an invitation to come to the workshop. Do a vision board and leave with a recording of yourself and your goals. So. And then I'm sure many of you have heard the stories of other people that have said, you know, I put this dream house on my vision board, and 10 years later I pulled it out, and they were indeed living in that same house. And also it's in Dr. Josh Axe's book. He and his wife were at some beach town, and they took a picture, just a random picture of one of the houses, because they decided that's where they want to get a vacation home. And the picture that was on his vision board 8 years later was the house next door, which also had a picture of the lot that they bought, that they were building their own house on. So 7 years later. So not only did he have a vision board, but he also strategized by creating a plan to make his dream a reality. So mind shift number 11 is visualize to realize. Now first I want to pivot, because this is a Unity church. We want to talk about realization from a Unity perspective. And in Charles Fillmore's book, Atom Smashing Power of Mind, if you haven't read it, you gotta get the book. It's amazing. And on pages 28 through 33, he writes about realization. Prayer, communion with God within. Realization awakens spiritual consciousness and develops true spiritual character. It is the only way to cleanse and perfect the mind, and thus permanently heal the body. It is good to get still and think about the inexhaustible resources of infinite mind, about its presence in all its fullness, and its readiness to manifest itself when the law is complied with. Pray with persistence and pray with understanding. Be instant in prayer. Like, pray all the time. And never allow anything to keep you from having your daily quiet hour of communion with God, your own indwelling source of all good. It's life-changing. So let's go over the 5 steps to unity affirmative prayer, just as a reminder, because I think it's been a while. So who remembers the first step?
God is at the beginning. God is at
Simply just to relax. You've got to let it all go. Like in the song, there's nothing in front of me. It's all behind. The past is gone. So we're just going to create from nothing. We're going to relax. And when you're done relaxing and you feel like you're in a good state, then you move on to concentrating on all things God. When Dad was in the hospital, we did that for about 10 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes. Everyone just kept saying, all-knowing, all-powerful, the healer, the great sufficer. I mean, we just kept saying word after word, just bringing God into the room. It was really powerful. And you just focus on the inexhaustible substance, the firmament, that's ours all the time. Step 3, meditation. Go into the quiet and just listen. Really try not to let anything come in. Just focus on nothing. God already knows what you want. And then through that stillness process, you become to realize that you're one. You have a knowing that you're one. And you feel at this point the awakening, the alchemy, the change, that you are one with all. And then the last step is gratitude, appreciation. So Charles Fillmore extensively studied what he called the science of mind. That surprised me. He discovered that our thoughts and beliefs create patterns in consciousness that either expand or contract your soul's expression. And he wrote, mind is the common meeting ground between God and man. And it's through the mind that we comprehend the things of spirit. So consider these principles. Your thoughts are creative forces. Your beliefs shape your experience. Your consciousness can be trained and expanded. Your divine nature is always present, always waiting to be recognized. Faith. As the Fillmores taught it, it isn't blind belief. Rather, it's spiritual understanding. When we understand our true nature, faith becomes natural. As Charles wrote, faith in spirit and the ultimate dominion of law, of divine law, increases as we learn the truth about God and manifest in our lives. So if we are practicing manifestation, your spirituality just gets deeper and it grows and expands more and more. A beautiful metaphor that the Fillmores used was that of the acorn. Within each acorn is a pattern for a mighty oak tree. Similarly, within your soul is a pattern of your divine perfection. And just as the acorn needs proper conditions to grow, your soul needs recognition of truth to expand. And then this part, I love the Fillmore's focus on denials because they have a psychological effect on us. He observed that when we deny error thoughts, we actually relax both our mind and our body. So I thought, I'm going to start using denials in my relaxation part of prayer because it's true. I relax when I understand these truths, these denials. Here they are, the 4 great fundamental denials that Fillmore taught. Number 1, there is no evil as a power opposed to good. Number 2, there is no matter as a power separate from spirit. Number 3, there is no limitation as a fixed condition. Number 4, there is no death as an ending of life. Anyone have any trouble with any of those denials? Wow, that's great. How many do you bet if you read this to, like, say, a family gathering might disagree? Yeah, how cool that you all agree. We've come a long way, baby. So it's important to note, though, that when we begin denial work, we often encounter resistance. It's natural. Why? Because our old beliefs are fighting to survive. The Fillmores taught that resistance is actually a sign that our denial work is effective. It means we're pushing against established thought patterns. So a wise proverb says, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Without making changes, nothing changes. You can achieve your goals only when you set a sequence of events in place to make them happen. And until you do that, you will keep doing the same things, walking the same path, and using busyness as an excuse. Dr. X gives us a 5-step process. The first part of the process is to prioritize. What is it that you want in your life? And make it a priority. The second is to visualize those things. And then the third is to strategize. How might you do that? And then the fourth is to make a system out of it. And then the last one is you realize those goals are coming to you. So he also gives us another think this, not that statement. Think this. I can dream big and make things happen when I set the right steps in motion. Not that. I have too much going on to dream big. How many of you have been in that place for a while? I've just had too much going on to make that dream come true. And I certainly don't have big dreams. I don't have time for that. Well, now I'm retired, so here we go. I got all the time in the world. Here's another one. Think this. I can prioritize what matters most to me. Not that is, I am at the mercy of all of life's demands, distractions, and responsibilities. That's a lie. That is not true. So prioritizing is simple. Just create a schedule so that your day looks proportional to your priorities. Pay attention to how you currently spend time each day. How much time are you on social media? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. It's addictive. How much time you spend reading? How much time you spend cooking or exercising? You know, write them down and then estimate how much time so you can look at it. It's just like doing your finances. You don't really know until you write it down and see where you're spending your money. Then you can make a change, maybe. And then you write down a list of the top 5 things that are most important. You can also see what you're neglecting. And then eliminate your wasteful activities. Block off a dedicated time for what will serve you the best. I'm going to ask Julia to send this out, so if any of you want to follow these ideas.
It'll be on the video as well.
That's true, it's on the video too, yeah. So then, the next step is to visualize, my favorite part. So, forming a picture of it in your mind. It's a tool meant to enhance practice, performance, and outcome. It increases your self-confidence and improves the likelihood of you to achieve your goals. Thinking of it as a way for you to connect with your future self. How many of you have done a visualization with your future self? Yeah. It was a really special time.
What do you call staying alive?
What? Say it again?
Staying alive.
What do you call staying alive?
Yeah.
Your future self?
I don't know.
Oh, that's your goal. Staying alive. I get it. So, I have a wonderful vision of my future self. And she just sat with me and told me, you don't have to worry about a thing. And else I will remember it forever. But it created a mental picture of something that I was passionate about. It captures feelings and smells, even tastes of what you are visualizing. So in other words, the tool, visualization, requires connecting with all of your emotions, your senses, your mind pictures, and therefore has to be emotionally captivating. So Dr. Josh Axe says, here's how to do a visualization. You get in a quiet place, free of distractions. You think of your life in the following areas: faith, fitness, finances, work, family, and free time. And then get comfortable, close your eyes, and do what Barb did. Create mental pictures of what you'd like your future to look like in each of those areas. And let it just evoke all of your senses. Then the next part is to create a vision board. How many, I already asked you that. But what he says is to connect with it on a daily basis. So put it somewhere you're going to see it every day. And my request is, please don't think of this as an arts and crafts project. Scissors and magazine cutouts. It's way more than that. I promise you. Way more. They say studies show that simply displaying goals increases your recall by up to 80%. And that's in 3 hours. In 3 hours, you can still say what's on your vision board. In 3 days, you can recall about 65%. So can you imagine in 6 days, how much of that are you going to remember? So you've got to see it on a daily basis. So thinking of your goals each day will naturally force you to align your actions and decisions in a way that supports them. So the vision board must be personal, it must be specific, and it must be relevant to what you want to create. And then you can meditate on it, you can pray about it, and make it an affirmative prayer. Thank you for this is so. Thank you for it already is so in the mind of God, so it's here now. And then to create daily actions and habits that support this vision. And then don't forget to update it. You see something else that really turns you on, put it on the board. And maybe you want to remove something that just isn't motivating anymore. Or maybe you tried it. It's not so cool. Take it off. Put something else on there. And then he goes on to say that the next step is to strategize, which involves writing down specific goals. And then systematize these actions. You got to do them on a daily basis. Become a master of your time. That's the key that turns visions into reality. Systematizing your actions. So, the final step is realizing when you prioritize the things that matter most, you create a compelling vision and use the right strategies and systems to make them a reality, you can make your life a masterpiece. And know that if you're going to realize your goals, you must possess both intention and commitment. So commitment is what drives the entire process of visualization to realization. So I hope all of you are motivated to visualize, to realize. I believe that your highest potential, your highest self also wants this for you. And do it this summer. Do it soon. Do it quick. And I cannot wait to hear what you guys are going to create with your life. And God bless you all. Have a beautiful summer.
Let's all say the affirmation together. Today's affirmation. I am a vessel of awareness, embracing the interconnectedness of all life. As I deepen my understanding of myself, my thoughts, and my surroundings, I tap into the universal consciousness that flows through me and connects us all. So talking about the vision board, it reminds me of a time when, this is 20 or more years ago, that I had done one, and I was at the gym telling this fellow who's a trainer there about it. And a couple weeks later, he said, we started doing those vision boards, and it's like changed our life. He had a son who was like 7, and he was putting them all over the house. Everything he wanted, and it was, you never know what influence you have on people, you know. I just mentioned it, and he picked up on it, so I'm going to start that again. Oh, this is your assignment for summer. I knew I was going to have one, and I couldn't think of what it was. Vision board reports in September. Yes. All right. And so we're so glad you're back.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look great, and you sound great, and we've missed you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. And thank you so much for that lovely meditation. Mm-hmm. You're just so beautiful and talented, and I'm going to get you a couple maps, but other than that, you're just perfect. All right, you're going to sing another song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woke up this morning in a dream of gratitude, spirit breathing me so present in my attitude. I thank God for this life and my divinity, and what I choose to do with it's completely up to me. Change the words I say. I'm gonna write it down, I'm gonna think it out, I'm gonna speak with integrity, I'm gonna redesign my life. sing the very life I want to live, a life of health and happiness, a song of love to give. Peace is ever present and abundance seems to flow, and the love of God surrounds me everywhere I go. Oh, my word is my life, the very life I live today. To redesign my life, I'm gonna change the words I say. I'm gonna write it down, I'm gonna think it out, I'm gonna speak with integrity. I'm gonna redesign my life today. I'm gonna start right here with me. I'm gonna start right here with me. I'm gonna change the words I say. I'm gonna change the words I speak. I'm gonna start right here with me. My word is my life, the very life I live today. To redesign my life, I'm gonna change the words I say. I'm gonna write it down, I'm gonna think it out, I'm gonna speak with integrity. I'm gonna redesign my life today. I'm gonna start right here with me. My word is my life, the very life I live today. My word is my life, the very life I live today. To redesign my life, I'm gonna change the words I say. I'm gonna write it down, I'm gonna think it out, I'm gonna start right here with me. I'm gonna redesign my life today. I'm gonna start right here with me. I'm gonna redesign my life today. I'm gonna start right here with me. I'm gonna redesign my life today.
Okay, our favorite time of giving. First, we'll start with the offering blessing, okay? Here we go. Divine love, richly flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful for the blessings of this day. I am grateful for the blessings on the way. And don't forget, for the summer, pick up your little envelopes on the table in the back, and then keep sending those in for our summertime expenses. One more, JaJa. Oh well, just a couple more. Here we go. Okay. We're good.
So blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I give.
So we bless the giver and the receivers for these gifts. And like I said, don't forget to pick up your envelopes. Prayer partners, do we have a prayer partner today? Anyone, anyone, anyone? Julia Norton. And Barbara. All right, thank you very much. And also, okay, we have announcements. Real quick announcements. Reiki group, going to continue to meet during the summer. Okay.
All year.
All year. Tuesdays in Cotton Room with Betty.
A2, yeah.
A2. Cotton
And
Room
this is a
A2.
healing process. If you need healing, come join us.
That's right, it's a healing process. So join them for that. And then prayer team on Wednesdays, Zoom with Julia Norton. And then the metaphysical group, the second and fourth Wednesdays in the mirror room with Sheila. And Sheila has an announcement.
Yes, through July, we will be meeting every Wednesday. The group had requested that we do so because of the material we're covering at this point. So it's every Wednesday until the end of July.
From 2 o'clock?
2 to 3:30.
2 to 3:30, and we're reading the book, Your Soul's Plan. And I just find it fascinating. And this group is just a really special time to get to know a little bit more about your friends in the congregation. So I'm really enjoying the whole thing of it. So come and join us if you'd like to do that. Your Soul's Plan. And Julia Norton has another thing to say.
Oh, I have a couple.
She's got a couple things to say.
A show of hands who may want to go to breakfast with us today over at the country club. Okay, now we'll get a table set up for us.
Okay.
If you have an email for me through Unity, please give me a text because I'm not every day on my emails. So if it's important, text me and I'll get it out. What else? There are some CDs back here from these beautiful women, the JaJas.
The JaJas.
Please make a little love offering and take some beautiful home music
Yeah,
home
music.
with you.
It's beautiful. The music is just beautiful.
Anything else?
And I'm just blown away by your artistic way you can put the words together that are such in line with what we believe. It's just amazing. Yes, do you have a question, Jeanne?
No, I have an announcement.
Oh, another announcement from Jeanne.
As I said, this summer, about 3 weeks, we're going to ask Julia to see if she can get a room for us on a Sunday to do a workshop on the visualization and record your dreams. And I believe that's going to be 3 weeks from today. And so hopefully we'll be able to get a room. And then there are other things like the practice for doing daily word and meditation. I'm going to have another class. Just got to get it scheduled. And so watch for your email for those things to come out. And also there was also that game, transformation game, if there's interest in that. So that was really fun. So those kinds of things. And I apologize for not getting dates ready today, but they'll come out on email. Okay.
All right. All right, and I think that's it. Oh, do we have another song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the peace song.
The peace song. Okay. But thank you again. We love you so much. Our beloved Reverend Jeanne. Thank you. All right, so let's, thanks to Barb and for the music and meditation, me for the flowers, you know.
Yay.
Julia, Elise, and Derek. Thank you, Derek. All right, let's wrap it up.
Let's all stand and sing the peace song together. Come on, Bruce.
Are you a hand holder?
Protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, because you are and I am the I am. And so it is. Amen. Have a beautiful summer. Thank you all so much.
With faith as our guide, we reach for the skies. With voices united, we sing in harmony, our souls intertwining like a melody. In moments of struggle, we lend a helping